So after Nobody 2, I went and saw Jimmy and Stiggs. I kind of talked about hinted at that in my Shin Godzilla review. So I said that looks interesting. Um, yeah, this is another one of those random movies that I had never heard of until a couple days ago, when this popped up on the showtimes, movies with showtimes at my local theater. I had never heard of this. Never got a trailer. Again, it amazes me endlessly that when I don't get a trailer for a movie that I'm seeing, because I see every goddamn movie. I don't know how that's possible. Like, how is that possible? Like, I got trailers for the other two random ass movies that are coming out this weekend, but I didn't get a trailer for this. And this, from the trailer and from the plot synopsis, I was like, okay, I can see what kind of movie this is. It's a movie that's not for everybody, but it's like this might be my cup of tea. I was like, all right, yeah, like like even the trailer looked kind of fun. I'm like, all right, it's basically it's like it's from what you can get from the trailer. It's a gore fest, and I love the Terrifier movies, and this is obviously a very low budgeted horror movie. And I'm always for supporting low budgeted horror filmmakers because I want to like sometimes they make some of the best goddamn movies, horror movies, um, and like I want to keep make letting those movies become successful. Um, I I didn't. I thought I had fun with this movie. I won't say this. I will say I had fun with this movie. I didn't love it. It's a very simple movie, and the one thing that I thought about after I was watching this, like what this reminded me of was like the first Terrifier, in that it's a movie that is just through and through a gore fest, and that's it. Not much on character, not much on plot. It has a very simple plot. Uh, and if you know that going in, you're like me. You're like, for what it was fine. Like, it's pretty. Um, if you don't know the plot of this movie, it's a guy who is a failed filmmaker who's actually the director of the movie. Stars basically as himself, I guess. Playing a version of himself, I guess. And he is on a drug bender. He has a partner. His name is Jimmy. His partner's named Stiggs, of course, and they like were like a directing duo that had a falling out. And Jimmy, when we meet him, basically is a failed director who's trying to break out on his own. And he's going, but he keeps being going on drug bins, and he's in the middle of a drug bin when we first meet him. And while he's on a drug bin and this snorting cocaine and smoking pot and all that shit, but aliens break into his apartment and abduct him. And then he wakes up the next day, or like a few days later, a few hours, maybe the next day or a few days later, I forget. And he he realizes what happened to him because he's always been an alien conspiracy theorist since he's a kid. Him and his friend were a kid, and he wants to prepare for when they come next time. He wants to kill all these motherfuckers. Basically, that's what he says. Um, and so that's basically the plot of the movie. It's an hour and 20 minutes of that, and a lot of like, it's filmed like I'm watching it in a Spencer's store. Like, that's the best way to put it, or a haunted house from the 90s, where it's all neon lights, and it's all filmed in neon lights. So whenever there's a lot of blood and shit, it's all orange colored because of the neon lights. And there's a lot of blood. There's a lot of blood from aliens. It's just him butchering the aliens to death. There's some harm being done to them. Some pretty disgusting things being done to them. I liked the ending, the last final shot. I thought that was interesting because like there's points of a couple like at the very beginning and at the very end, the movie just randomly will cut to like a point of view shot from his point of view. So you're watching like stuff happen at the beginning and at the end from his point of view. The That was a pretty fun, interesting choice to do, especially at the very end. I did appreciate that. That was unique. Um, I and it's like it's a movie. It's a short sit. It's an acid trip of a movie. Sometimes I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You just sit there like let it happen. This random shit happening, and like I was the only one in the theater. It was kind of fun. And I'm just like, this movie's an acid trip, especially with the neon colors and the crazy shit that's going on in the movie and all the vibrant color, like the vibrant colors going on. Um, it's not everybody's cup of tea. This is not one of my favorite. Yeah, like I'm not like against horror fest. If you do them well, like I said, the Terrifier movies, the Terrifier sequels got showed that like you can make decent little movies and also be gore fest at the same time. So this and like at the end of this movie, after the credits, there's very short credits. And this movie's like I said, literally an hour and 20 minutes. And the movie theater showed that this movie had an hour and 35 runtime. I was like, that's bullshit. But I think that mainly was because at the end of the credits, they played a making of the movie you just saw, and it's basically Eli. Oh yeah, Eli Roth presented this or produced this, and he's a producer on this movie, and he is basically interviewing the filmmaker, the guy who was the star in the movie, and all, and like he's touring basically his apartment. He shot this whole movie in his apartment. His apartment's like messed up because of it. And he's kept it like that. It's pretty cool. I was like, as a guy who loves horror films and stuff like, I can appreciate everything about it about like this guy. So I can't like hate this movie that much. Like he obviously loves doing stuff like this and has a love for horror movie. I have buddies that I work with or that I used to go to school with that are small indie horror filmmakers that I hope one day I can get to see them on the big one of their movies on the big screen. How they're from this area, so I really hope I get one time. I get to see it one time. I'd be happy, man. Just to see my buddy's name on the fucking screen, that'd be cool. Um, but so I can appreciate the guy. Like like he has a love for horror. I also probably one of the better parts of this movie was the okay. So this movie I didn't know this movie's made by a very small indie. Is it horror factory or something? Horror picture called or something like that. A very small production studio, and they played at the beginning of this movie fake grindhouse trailers in front of the movie. They were probably two of the most entertaining parts of the movie. One was a called a piano killer, where it's a Jello esque killer who keeps dropping pianos on people in like the most random situations, and they get splatted all over the place. Like I remember seeing a something about that trailer online, and I thought that was a real thing, and like I find out this is a fake one. And then I was like, oh, yeah, it's obviously this is a fake one. This is really fucking ridiculous. Like the person's being chased by a piano down a hallway while a guy's pushing the piano. It's dumb as hell. And then probably my favorite trailer on the wall. Don't yell at me. This is the title of it. Don't go in the house, bitch. That's what the title is called. It's obviously like the first trailer was like kind of like a it's in front of producers of Thanksgiving, so it's obviously made in like it had the same voiceover and stuff like that. This was an obvious kind of parody of like that adult trailer from the Grindhouse trailer or Grindhouse movie from 2007. It's a voiceover by Snoop Dogg of all people. All right. I'm like, dude, make this fuck. I just want to hear Snoop Dogg, and then also he has a song called "Don't Go in the House, Bitch." I was like, all righty then, man. I laughed. I did. I ain't gonna lie. So I laughed. So it got a chuckle out of me. I love Snoop Dogg. Uh, what do I give this? I'm gonna give this a B minus. I thought about giving it a C, but you know what? See the heart and everything else in it. It's not my exact cup of tea, and it wasn't my favorite of these kinds of movies. But I can see the effort, and I can't give it anything like worse than a B minus. Anything better than a B minus. I think that's fair. I'd like to see the guy make more shit. It kind of looks like Rob Zombie to me. It kept distracting me how much he looks like Rob Zombie. Um, hey, if the guy, I've had filmmakers of like these small indie movies that I review contact me on YouTube. Say if Jeff Bezos or Joe Bezos was his name, it's not Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos. Hey, contact me. I more power to you, man. I hope you keep making more movies, man. Like I know you did that one Bloody Christmas movie. I heard about it, never saw it, but yeah. Yeah, that's as far as that goes. Jimmy and Stiggs. Uh, I won't be back till probably Tuesday or Wednesday with East of Wall is it called? East of Wall and Americana. And until then, I'll talk to you guys later.